So, you've just started earning some money here in the UK, and you're looking at your bank account thinking, what on earth am I supposed to do with what's left over? Well, you are definitely not alone. It's a question every single one of us faces, and today we are going to make the answer super, super simple.
Okay, let's just get right into it. This is the big question, isn't it? You've worked hard, you've got some cash, and now you want that cash to start working for you. But man, the options can feel totally overwhelming. Where do you even start? In the UK, it pretty much boils down to these two big players, the ISA and the pension. Now, don't think of this as some kind of cage match where one has to win. It's more like having two essential tools in your financial toolbox. Each one is built for a completely different job. Let's break them down. First up, we've got the ISA, and I like to call this your freedom fund, and you're about to see exactly why. It really all comes down to one word: flexibility. All right, so ISA stands for Individual Savings Account, but honestly, the only phrase you really need to remember is tax-free wrapper. Just picture it like this: a protective bubble you can put your money inside. Once it's in there, any growth, any profit is completely shielded from the tax man. So let's look at the key features. You can stick up to £20,000 in there every single year. You can invest it in all sorts of things: cash, stocks, funds, you name it. And any profit it makes, totally tax-free. But here it is, the absolute killer feature, the thing that gives it the Freedom Fund name: you can pull your money out any time, for any reason, no penalties. Okay, let's pivot to our second heavyweight, the pension, and this one I call the retirement power-up. Its whole purpose is totally different, and wow, does it have some serious advantages for the long game. A pension is built for one job and one job only: to fund your retirement. And to give you a massive incentive to save for your future self, the government gives it some pretty incredible tax advantages. Just how incredible? Well, let's take a look. Yep, you heard me right. The pension's superpower is literally free money. And the best part? It doesn't just come from one place, it comes from two. This is, without a doubt, the single biggest reason pensions are so incredibly powerful. So this magic is called tax relief, and this shows you exactly how it works. Say you want to invest £1,000. You only need to put in £800 from your actual take-home pay. Then, like clockwork, the government adds the 200 quid in tax you would have paid on that money straight into your pension pot. It's an instant 25% boost on your money before it's even done anything. That is the power of tax relief. But the free money doesn't even stop there. Because if you're in a workplace pension, and most people are, by law, your employer also has to chip in. And this isn't some nice little bonus. It's part of your salary package that you only get if you pay into your pension. So listen, if you take away one thing, let it be this: your number one absolute top priority should be to contribute at least enough to get the maximum your employer is offering to match. Not doing this is literally turning down a pay rise. It is, hands down, the best free money you will ever be offered in your life. Okay, so what's the catch for all this free money? Well, it's a big one. You can't touch it. Your pension pot is locked away in a vault until you're at least 55, and that's going up to 57 in 2028. This isn't for a house deposit. It's not for a new car. This is strictly for future you. All right, so now we get what both of these tools do. Let's put them side by side, head to head, to really see the differences. This is where it all starts to click into place. If you remember one single thing from all of this, please make it this: the biggest difference is when you get your tax break. With a pension, you get it right at the start, on the way in, with that instant tax relief boost. With an ISA, you use money that's already been taxed, but you get the huge benefit on the way out. Everything you withdraw is 100% yours to keep, totally tax-free. This table just lays it all out perfectly. Let's quickly run through it. An ISA is best for flexibility and any goals you have before retirement. A pension, purely for retirement. Now, look at those big green ticks for the pension, next to tax relief and employer match. That's all that free money we were talking about. But then, look at the access age. Any time for the ISA, but it's locked up tight for the pension. And here's one more crucial difference. When you take money out of an ISA, it's tax-free. But with a pension, most of what you take out will be taxed, just like regular income. That is a massive difference to remember. So, we've defined the tools, we've compared them. Now for the most important part. How do you actually use them? What is the winning game plan for someone who's just starting out?
And here is the big reveal. The smartest thing you can do isn't choosing ISA or pension. It's using ISA and pension. The whole key is just understanding the right priority, the correct order of operations to get the absolute most out of your money.
And here it is, your simple 3-step action plan. Priority number 1, no exceptions. You contribute just enough to your workplace pension to get that full employer match. Do not leave that free money on the table. Okay, once that's sorted, priority number 2 is to start using a stocks and shares ISA for everything else. House deposit, rainy day fund, just building up some flexible wealth. And then, and only then, if you still have money left over to invest, priority number 3 is to go back and add extra to your pension. Simple as that.
So let's just boil this all down one last time. An ISA, that's your tool for flexible, tax-free access anytime. A pension, that's your tool for powerful, tax-boosted growth, but it's locked up for retirement. See? 2 different tools for 2 very different but equally important jobs. And there you have it. You now have the fundamental knowledge you need to take control of your financial future. The strategy is clear. Pension first for the free match, then the ISA for flexibility. So the only question left is, what's your first move going to be?